Scoreless game, top of the second. A's and the Yankees. Ray Fosse and Glenn Kuiper at Yankee Stadium. It'll be Crosby, Melhuse, Kilty against Jin-Ming Wong. Well, did you see some better swings like I thought I did from Bobby Crosby in Toronto?
Yeah. Especially the home run to straightaway center field, and the one thing that he's concentrating on, just trying to stay up the middle. Use the whole field and react on pitches inside. It's a hard slider away, and that's the one that, if he has trouble, it's the slider that the key is to pick up the spin and realize if it starts where that pitch did, it's going to be a ball. No way it's going to stay in the strike zone. Just a sharp slider, but you can pick up the spin.
Crosby went 4 for 12 in the Toronto series.
And guys do know that he's a sinker ball pitcher, Wong is, and they'll try to get him to get the ball up, to elevate it, try to lift him.
That is a fair ball, and they tag Crosby, 1 out. See where that ball hit. It did trickle out in front of the plate a little bit, I believe.
Well, if it hits behind the plate, which it did, but the spin takes it in fair territory, that is a fair ball. If Posada had touched it before it went into fair territory, it's a dead ball, but smartly he let it roll. He even let one roll here earlier, or a couple of years ago, that hit went foul. The runner wasn't running, and it kicked back fair, and he didn't pick it up until he knew what it was going to be doing, and it was a big play.
So obviously a ball like that's no different than a ball rolling down the line, right?
Yep,
you
exactly.
can wait and wait. Sometimes you see that ball hit maybe 6 inches behind home plate, but it still scoots forward into fair territory, which makes it a fair ball. Adam Melhuse hitting in the 5th spot. 4th start in a row for Adam Melhuse.
And as he was saying, he really appreciates now what Jason Kendall has done, averaging 150 games the last 5 years.
Slices one foul. Adam Melhuse has hit a couple home runs in that Toronto series, one left-handed, one right-handed. But I think too, Ray, you've seen Adam Melhuse take some pretty good swings. It may be a situation where maybe he has showed that he deserves to get a few more at-bats, not necessarily in the Kent, maybe as a DH. Maybe Frank Thomas takes a day off. Because there's no question Adam Melhuse can hit.
Well, the A's have the option tomorrow when Jason Kendall is reinstated. They would still have 3 catchers, and at that point, they could use Adam Melhuse as a DH and not worry about having a catcher DH and losing the DH if indeed he had to go in and catch. But that's, again, something the A's will consider, at least for tomorrow.
Line to right, that's a hit. But you're right, there is always a fairly big risk if you DH your backup catcher. So Adam Melhuse with a 1-out single, and Bobby Kilty steps up. Well, the A's will host Ichiro and the Mariners Tuesday, May 16th, 7:05 game. Be one of the first 5,000 fans that night, and you'll get a Frank Thomas jersey. It's brought to you by Pinnacle Document Systems. Tickets are on sale now. Call 877-493-BALL.
Frank Thomas day to day as he was rounding second yesterday in Toronto. As he's said, he unfortunately tried to kick it in the next gear and strained his right quad. That's a big quad to strain. But you know, it's great to see Frank Thomas on the bench cheering, you know, saying, "Come on, Bobby." You know, I mean, it's great. I mean, he's a 15-year veteran, And he is right there amongst the rest of them, cheering the teammates on.
I think Ken Mock had talked about maybe Frank Thomas could play on Sunday, but then there's an off day on Monday. So you could, if you don't play him Sunday, you could give him that extra day. But
well, he did take batting practice, so it would indicate that if necessary, or if they needed him, he could pinch hit. And then he could walk around when he hits a home run instead of having to try to run.
1-1 to Kilty. Inside corner call to strike.
Talking ball.
Yep.
Gerald Perry, the hitting coach, Frank Thomas.
Evens the count at 2-2.
One of the New York writers actually, Milton Bradley, still on the disabled list. He also took batting practice today. One of the writers saying to Bobby Kelty, said, "How come you're DHing it? We could use you over here with the Yankees." So they're looking for any outfielder that can play.
Was Bobby on that list that they had listed in the newspaper?
No,
I don't think he was.
There wasn't an A's player listed. No, about 8 others around the league, and National and American.
And like you said, they it's the star players that they put on those lists.
Well, even with Sheffield and Matsui out, they still have 6 All-Stars from 1 through 6 in their lineup.
Towards second, Cano has it to Jeter, and that's a double play. 4-6-3. Bobby Kelty grounds into the double play. A's get a hit. Do not score. 0-0. Bottom of the second.